So, welcome everyone to our self care and service practice in the love, peace, and harmony field. My name is Laurie. I am a love, peace, harmony uh, community coordinator and virtual field coordinator. And thank you for joining us. If this is your first time here, we ask that you not record or take any screenshots of the calligraphies that are presented uh, in our session, but you are free to rewatch it as it is recorded and will be available for replay. And any information here are not to be substituted as any kind of medical or mental health advice. And please connect with your own healthcare professional. But we hope that this session here can help serve you today. So let's get started. So today I thought what we'll do is we will do a check-in of how we're doing, and we will continue the what we've been working on in managing stress thoughts. And depending on time, we can go in. Um, we can also talk about identifying some of the negative thoughts, or do it in some sessions after. And we will do our meditation with the love, peace, and harmony field, and then talk about next steps. So let's do a quick check-in, as awareness is really key in helping us with our self-care, our stress management. So maybe close your eyes and just take a nice natural breath in, exhale for a few moments, and notice how your thoughts are they on the positive or optimistic, or are they more on the negative side? Also, connect with your emotions. How are you feeling today? Happy, peaceful, a bit overwhelmed or stressed? And maybe noticing your body symptoms or sensations. Are you comfortable, pain free, or are you experiencing some fatigue or pain or headaches? We can also take a look at our actions or behaviors. Are they loving, kind, helpful? Do you feel like you're progressing towards your goals, being productive? Um, you know, or are you feeling a bit resistant or avoided? Have you been noticing things challenging for you, or being forgetful or losing things? So these are just key cues that you can look at in terms of where you are. And we want to make sure that we are noticing them with no judgment and just with compassion and kindness, but they can alert us to what we can do for our next steps in our self care or stress management. And um, so, as my work as a psychologist, as well as a teacher with the Tao Academy, I notice a lot of myself, students, clients, we may all still be really working on being aware at maybe our habits, our attitudes, our thoughts. And this was something that I found in a health guide or article about stress. And this could just be some questions that maybe we could reflect on, that gives us and allows us to be more aware. As I've observed that myself and maybe others that I notice may be saying or thinking things that are automatic, and they might not necessarily be aware that it's negative or that it can create more stress. It's just like habitual, and it's something, it's the way the pattern they have these thought patterns, but these may not be really helpful for us if we really want to take care and really create a healthy self-care lifestyle. So one of these thoughts is if we want to look at how we view stress, do we explain it away as temporary? Like, oh, I just have a lot going on right now. However, it's always like that. You always have a lot going on. Or is it truly temporary? Like, oh, I just have a lot going on. And then you do have these breaks. Okay. This, as maybe we talked about in another stress session, is the difference between that chronic stress, right, and more acute stress that happens, but you have time for recovery and restoration, which can actually build resilience. But if it's like chronic and you're always saying, oh, I always have a lot going on, and it's one thing after the other, your body and your mind really can't calm down, then this is something that you might want to pay attention to, right? And really create that time that you can actually have that downtime to restore and recover. Another thing you can ask and look at is, do you often define stress as part of your work or your home life? Like, oh, it's always crazy around here. Like, my home is always crazy. Oh, well, my work is just so like out of control. We're so busy. It could be environmental, or it could be you say it's part of your personality. Oh, I just have a lot of nervous energy, or I'm always, like this. So, putting some labels to these things may indicate that we kind of define stress regularly in our lives, and this could lead to more chronic types of stress. If you also label it as part of personality, you might feel of it's a more of a fixed condition than something that you can be empowered to shift and change. So that could be really important in your thought process to be able to feel more empowered that you can actually change your lifestyle. The third question you could ask is, do you blame your stress on other people or outside events? For example, oh, my spouse just stresses me out. Oh, my children are just dot dot dot, right? Or are we able to view it as normal and unexceptional, or like normal life situations that can happen, and feel empowered to use some of your stress management strategies to, restore, recover. Um, so these are some questions that you could think about. And again, you don't have to judge yourself for noticing, oh, I do blame it on other people, or I do define it as part of my personality. What we want to do, the key is just to be aware and know that it can be different, that we don't have to stay stuck in that pattern, but you first need to be aware of that pattern, because accepting responsibility for the role we play in creating or maintaining our stress can then empower us to be free and develop new, healthy, and helpful habits. Okay, so I was originally going to um, go into some negative thinking, but I think what we'll do is this will be a preview for upcoming sessions. And I wanted to review this because I don't think I've done it in a session here, but this was something that I used to do years ago. I used to, give out a handout to my clients with these different types of common negative thoughts and self-talk. But we'll do it in another session because I do notice people doing this that I work with. And I notice it even with myself. I catch myself with these patterns sometimes. These are pretty, some of you may already be aware of it, but I wanted to bring it back because we still might not fully recognize that we may have these cognitive distortions that are not helping us. And that the more we can be aware, the more we can transform. So let's go ahead into our meditation because I want to have time for that. And again, we are going to review the 4 pillars of well-being that we always talk about, and we will um, incorporate that into our meditation or a variation of what is meant by awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. These are pillars that can really help us change. Okay. So let's go ahead into our love, peace, and harmony meditation. And I want you to just kind of close your eyes as I guide you through this. And think about, one of the questions areas that I had mentioned earlier, right? About how you may be uh, thinking about stress and how it may be impacting you in terms of, do we tend to maybe blame ourselves, maybe personalize it, or uh, say, label yourself as a certain personality type, or do we notice like we're always um, feeling our environment, is always busy, our work, our, home life. So just kind of notice some of the areas that we talked about, and see if you can identify an area that you want that is not helpful that you would like transformed. And when you think about it, I want you to kind of notice and be aware of your body. Because when we have these certain patterns and thoughts, it actually, the message is stored within our bodies as well. So just kind of close your eyes, notice what it is that you want transformed, and notice how it is feeling in your body. And we're just going to notice our body without judgment, without uh, attachment. We're just noticing it. And we can actually be grateful for this opportunity of awareness. So the more patterns you can identify within yourself, the better the possibility that you can transform. So it's actually a good thing. Because many times I feel that it is really hard for people because they're not aware of what they're doing. They're not aware of their uh, stress like thoughts or their negative uh, cognitive patterns, and they react from that. They behave, they think, and that causes high levels of stress. So even if they can control their environment, the way they perceive things will make it more stressful. So I really feel thoughts is one of the keys. And Dr. Eppel also mentioned that it's so important, our thoughts. So just be aware, notice it in your body, and I want you to just connect with the love, peace, and harmony field. Again, the love, peace, and harmony field um, is a positive message field that carries high frequencies and vibrations, we believe, that can really help us to clear the negative messages that we're holding on to. So imagine that the field is 360 degrees around you, above you, below you, and allow yourself to really train your brain to feel this love and light. So our brains can imagine a color of light. You can imagine your heart opening to feel this love, peace, and harmony. And in a workshop that we were previously doing, we were even talking about using this love, peace, harmony as a stress shield for us. So anytime we are noticing the patterns or being in a negative space, connecting with love, peace, and harmony, and allowing our brains and our minds to connect the love, peace, harmony, really with that feeling of love, peace, harmony. Okay, so imagine this beautiful light. You can notice the colors. Notice the feeling of greatest unconditional love. that melts blockages. This is not like human love that can come with all types of attachments and, you know, love hate type of relationships. It's this higher unconditional love. No matter what, you are loved, protected, supported. And notice that peace, that sense of peace and safety that can come in. Right? We talked about in earlier sessions that when our bodies feel safe, we can calm down, our systems can calm down naturally, and we can connect with that more restorative response for ourselves and our body, in our minds, our hearts. Think about love, peace, and harmony. And harmony can harmonize our soul, heart, mind, and body. Can harmonize our relationship about different aspects of ourselves. You know, that which our working self, our self at home, our finances, and more. Okay. And as you feel and connect with the field, imagine that light of the field coming into your body, connecting with the area that you're feeling that stress. So maybe, you know, as we did our check-in, you found some pain and tension, noticing that light going to those areas, breathing in this love and light. And as you connect more and more with the field, bringing in, you may receive some insights naturally. You don't have to force these insights. But as you bring in the light, a lot of times I have aha moments or insights about messages I'm holding on to or beliefs. And then I can make that conscious choice of transforming it. So continue to allow these positive messages to come in. And again, connecting with your self-care, your service purpose or goals. Okay, so allow the field to relax you, restore this love and light. And for those of you who are feeling you need a bit more movement, you can trace the calligraphies. You can stand up, do it with your lower abdominal movement like a Tai Chi tracing that some of you may are familiar with. Basically, it's moving from your waist and doing some tracing, like you're holding a ball and that ball is tracing in circular motions one way or the other. I will use my arrow. You can also use your 5 fingers. That represents 5 elements in traditional Chinese medicine. And you can maybe watch some of our previous Love, Peace, and Harmony meditations to get more information about the elements. But here is a tracing pathway. And you can just imagine as we are tracing every stroke, we have the opportunity to clear the negative thought or stressor from our being and bring in this positive message of love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. So I'm now tracing with the arrow peace, allowing that movement to relax. Or for some of you who need some re-energizing, bring some energy back into our being. Okay, it's peace and harmony. Hushay. I'm tracing Hushay. So feel the love, peace, and harmony radiating into your being. Let your body relax, restoring positive messages of love, peace, and harmony. Allowing all the muscles in your face relax, your neck and your shoulder relax. Inhaling, relaxing the throat, chest, all of your back, all the internal organs within your torso area. Relaxing your arms and hands. Relaxing your hips and your waist area. Your thighs, your calves, all of your legs, your feet, your toes. Just start to relax. Inhaling that message of love, peace, and harmony. Put a smile, a gentle smile on your face as you're feeling this positive message 360 degrees around you, coming into your being, relaxing, restoring, rejuvenating, healing, and transforming you. Continue. Notice again where you are holding that stressor, and just notice again how that area is feeling. You can allow yourself to go deeper into that area, bringing in these positive messages to relax you, transforming out the negative messages. Okay. So let's just do that check in to see how we're feeling. You can keep your eyes closed. As you're noticing yourself, and see at this time if there's any insights that come to you, or if you just want to stay, allow your mind to rest a bit. We can get to a space where your thoughts are quieting down, feeling more peaceful. That's wonderful. If your mind still feels active, allow your mind to just refocus on the light of the message of love, peace, and harmony. Allow your mind to focus on inhaling that light from the field that you've created of the love, peace, harmony fields. Bring it to your lower abdomen, imagining a beautiful ball of light in your lower abdomen, bringing in this message of love, peace, and harmony. Exhaling that message and light of love, peace, and harmony expands throughout your whole body, relaxing, clearing more negative messages. Again, inhale love, peace, and harmony to your lower abdomen. Exhale, feel that ball in the lower abdomen, this light ball. Expand throughout your body, love, peace, and harmony. Relaxing. One more time, big smile on your face. Inhale, love, peace, and harmony to our lower abdomen. Exhale, let that light expand, radiating throughout your body. And relax. Just gonna have you check in to see how you're feeling. And if there's anyone who would like to share uh, anything that they notice, any insights, or how they're feeling at this moment, hopefully you're feeling a bit better. Sometimes, if you are feeling like your pain or discomfort has been triggered or are coming out more, don't be overly concerned. It is in the process of releasing. And a lot of times, when we give awareness to something, then we notice that, hey, our body is tense here, or there's a bit of pain. And what we might recommend is that you continue to spend time in this field, a positive light field, like the love, peace, and harmony field. Or, we have our Tao Wellness evenings on Thursday night, that we have another field that you can connect with. And also, of course, if you need, any extra support, let me such as healthcare providers. And if you would need support, we can also, we also offer people a complimentary 15-minute session, especially if you're beginners, to kind of help understand where you are in your process and what are some great next steps for you. Because everyone is in a different space and may have different needs that they're working on. So, and in addition to the Thursday evening I talked about, my mother Annette has her love, peace, and harmony meditations and wellness practices every Monday, the first 3 Mondays of every month. And it is like 8 a.m. in the morning, Hawaii time. And you can also view some of the previously held sessions that are recorded on our YouTube channel. Okay. And for you to continue your service journey, we've always talked about self-care is service. When you're taking time to restore, recover, you have more energy, more strength, more positive emotions that you can then share it with others that, you know, around you, your family, your co-workers, your friends, others, even people you just have met at the mall or something. But we hope that you can, if you find these helpful, that you can share these sessions with others that could benefit. You can also do, donations, charitable works for groups that resonate with your values, your purpose, and that are meaning for you. Our Satori Family Wellness Center, we are honored to support the charitable works of the Love, Peace, and Harmony Foundations that sponsors this program that allows us to do this weekly. And to continue the service, using this QR code can also help in giving you, it's a resource of the Love, Peace, and Harmony song, the instrumental that you can get as a gift. And any donations that you would like can contribute to keeping these types of programs alive with the Love, Peace, Harmony Fields. But you can also donate it to other areas that you feel you resonate with. And there's a section a lot of times in honorarium. We'd be honored if you put any of our names, if we've been able to inspire you to support and to help continue our programs. And also, we would really love to serve you better. So we do have this form that you can fill in, an evaluation form to give feedback and even share in the chat, whether it's a recording on our YouTube channel or in our Zoom link. These sharings, I really have found many people have shared, and even for ourselves, we really enjoy getting any type of feedback. And it can also inspire other people, and it can inspire us to, continue what we do. So we do want to thank you so much for your participation today. Again, we want to remind you that self-care is service, but there are certain ways to do wonderful self-care. Because self-care, increasing our self-care is truly to increase the quality of your service. So we hope we were able to do both for you today. I wanted to thank those of you who were able to join me live, and also those who may watch later on our YouTube channel, and if there is anyone on our Facebook Live. So thank you everyone for joining. Let me say goodbye. So I'll stop the recording.